Hello and welcome. Today, you are here for a special reason, and I want you to know that it's no coincidence. Your presence at this moment reflects something much greater happening in your life. You may have gone through tough days, faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, but you've made it here because you're ready to receive a transformative message. This is a space where we will explore together how to recognize signs of change and break free from cycles that may have held back your growth until now. You are not here by chance. Life has a mysterious way of guiding us, and your journey has brought you precisely to this point. Have you ever stopped to think about everything you've faced so far? Every experience, every moment of pain and learning was preparing you for something greater. And now, you are about to understand how these puzzle pieces fit together to reveal a new phase in your life. Today, we will talk about how you can not only identify the end of a cycle of struggle, but also prepare to embrace a new chapter of transformation and growth. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to interpret the signs of change the universe sends, how to release what no longer serves you, and most importantly, how to make space for the blessings that await you. This is a moment for reflection, for connecting with your purpose, and for realizing that every difficulty you've faced has a deeper meaning. This video was created with the intention of guiding you on this journey of self-discovery and awakening. Here, we'll talk about faith, resilience, and the concrete steps you can take to transform your reality. I want you to allow yourself to feel the strength and wisdom that already exist within you. Everything you need to begin this transformation is already present. It's just a matter of awakening and aligning yourself with your essence. This video is an invitation for you to look at your life with new eyes, recognize the signs that a cycle is closing, and allow yourself to move forward without fear. Together, we'll explore how to overcome challenges and find the peace and clarity you deserve. If this message is already starting to touch your heart, I want to ask you for a small favor. Show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone you think could benefit from this content. Your interaction not only strengthens this community, but also affirms to yourself and the universe that you are ready for what's to come. Every gesture, no matter how small it may seem, is an important step on this journey. This is the beginning of a profound conversation where we'll demystify the meaning of the challenges we face and how they can prepare us for something extraordinary. Perhaps you felt at some point that life's struggles weren't in vain, but haven't yet understood the purpose behind them. Here, you'll have the opportunity to grasp these lessons more clearly and use them to your advantage. This is your moment to take control and rewrite your story. Allow yourself to be guided by this message and reflect on the changes happening around you. Often, we're so focused on the problems that we fail to notice the small signs that something greater is being prepared. Let's explore together how to perceive these changes and how they can mark the beginning of a profound transformation. Your journey so far has already shown your strength, and now it's time to channel that strength into something even more meaningful. You are stronger than you think, and this is the moment to rediscover that strength. With each step, you come closer to a life more aligned with your dreams and purpose. Believe that the difficulties you've faced don't define who you are, but rather how you've overcome them. And now, it's time to celebrate those victories, no matter how small they seem, and use them as foundations for your future. Together, we'll build a clear and inspiring vision of what's to come. This is not just a video. It's a space for connection, growth, and transformation. Here, you'll find practical tools, spiritual reflections, and the inspiration you need to take the next step on your journey. I want you to feel welcomed and encouraged to share your experiences in the comments. This community exists to support you, and your voice is essential for all of us to grow together. Your presence here is already a sign that you're on the right path. It's an opportunity to reassess your journey, recognize your achievements, and prepare for the future. Remember, you are not alone. There is a greater purpose guiding every step, and this video is just the beginning of an even more meaningful journey. So, take a deep breath, open your mind and heart, and let's walk this path together. Whatever challenge you are facing right now, know that it does not define your destiny. You are being shaped, strengthened, and prepared for something you may not yet fully see. But rest assured, the best is yet to come. Take this moment to absorb every word, every insight, and allow yourself to be transformed by the power of this message. Throughout life, we all face periods of difficulty, but there comes a moment when the cycle of struggle begins to close, and it is crucial to recognize those signs. As you approach the end of a challenging phase, you may start to notice a subtle shift in the energy around you. It feels as if the weight that once seemed unbearable begins to dissipate, making way for an almost indescribable lightness. This sensation, although sometimes imperceptible at first, is one of the earliest indications that something is changing in your life. Have you recently felt that areas of your life that once seemed stagnant are now gaining momentum? Perhaps doors that once seemed closed are beginning to open, or connections that previously drained your energy are naturally being replaced by healthier, more encouraging relationships. These signs are not coincidences. They indicate that the universe is realigning things, preparing you for a new phase of growth and abundance. They are clear evidence that the cycle of struggle is coming to an end. You may also begin to notice positive shifts and opportunities that once seemed out of reach. Projects that had stalled gain traction. New possibilities arise unexpectedly, and suddenly, things seem to flow more easily. This doesn't mean all problems will disappear overnight, but it's as if the path starts to clear, allowing you to move forward with greater confidence and less resistance. This transformation may feel almost surreal, especially if you've spent a long time in survival mode when struggle becomes part of your routine. The idea of peace and ease can seem distant, even unreal. However, this is the new standard being established in your life. It is the fulfillment of a divine promise, a reminder that after every period of trial, a reward follows. Isaiah 61:3 offers a powerful image, a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. These words echo the truth that pain has a purpose and that, in due time, it will be transformed into something beautiful. Take a moment to reflect on the changes happening in your life. Have you noticed that the environment around you feels different? Perhaps people who didn't understand your journey have begun to drift away, while new connections more aligned with your purpose are emerging. Or maybe you felt an inexplicable inner peace, even amidst circumstances that once made you anxious. These are clear signs that you are transitioning out of a cycle of struggle and entering a period of renewal and restoration. At this moment, it's important to pay attention to the small details. Often, the signs of change are not grand or dramatic, but subtle. It could be the sense of relief after making a difficult decision or the clarity that emerges following a period of confusion. These moments, though simple, act as beacons illuminating the path to the next phase. They indicate that you are on the right track and that the universe is working in your favor. This new phase is not merely the end of a struggle. It's also the beginning of a journey marked by purpose and fulfillment. As you recognize these signs, it's important to embrace this transformation with an open and grateful heart. Remember that every challenge you faced served a specific purpose to shape you, strengthen your faith, and prepare you for what lies ahead. Now, you are ready to receive the blessings that have been carefully reserved for this moment. I invite you to reflect on your own journey. What are the signs indicating that a cycle of struggle is closing in your life? Where have you experienced greater lightness and clarity? By acknowledging these signs, you open yourself to the flow of divine transformation and allow God's promises to fully manifest. This is the time to release the weight of the past and confidently embrace the future that has been prepared for you. Remember, the journey up to this point has not been in vain. Every tear, every doubt, Every moment of uncertainty was laying the foundation for something greater. Now you are being invited to enter a new season where joy replaces sorrow and abundance takes the place of lack. Allow yourself to feel the freedom and renewal that accompany this transformation. You are more prepared than ever to embrace this new phase. As we move forward together in this message, continue to stay attuned to the signs. They are not merely indications of change, but also reminders that you are never alone on this journey. Every step was guided, every struggle was seen, and every victory, no matter how small, is celebrated. You are ready to move forward, no longer as someone who merely survives, but as someone who thrives and flourishes in their fullness. Pain, as difficult as it may be, is one of life's greatest teachers. It pushes us out of our comfort zones and forces us to confront parts of ourselves that might otherwise remain hidden. Often, the challenges we face seem unfair, almost unbearable, but they carry a greater purpose to shape us, strengthen us, and reveal potential we didn't even know we possessed. When we reflect on suffering, we begin to see that each difficulty brings with it fundamental lessons that prepare us for a life more aligned with our purpose. One of the most valuable lessons pain teaches is the strength that lies within us. Have you noticed how, in moments of great adversity, you find strength you never imagined you had? It is in these moments that our resilience is built, layer by layer. Each obstacle overcome adds a new layer of strength, preparing us for even greater challenges. Pain teaches us that we are stronger than we think, and that, even in the toughest circumstances, there is an inner strength ready to sustain and propel us forward. Furthermore, pain teaches us the importance of valuing ourselves and establishing healthy boundaries. How often have we allowed others or situations to overstep our limits simply because we didn't want to disappoint or cause conflict? However, when faced with painful situations, we learn that our peace and well-being are precious. We discover that setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness, but an act of self-love. Pain forces us to prioritize our worth and protect the space that allows us to grow and thrive. Every challenge is also an opportunity to reevaluate our priorities and redefine our goals. Often, in the midst of suffering, we are forced to slow down and reflect. This moment of introspection provides clarity and helps us realize what truly matters in our lives. Perhaps you faced a situation that made you question your path, only to discover that you were following a direction that didn't resonate with your purpose. In this case, pain acts as a guide, redirecting you to where you truly need to be. Take a moment to reflect on the lessons life has already taught you through suffering. What strengths have you discovered within yourself? What boundaries have you learned to establish? What changes have you made in your life as a result of the difficulties you faced? By recognizing these lessons, you realize that suffering is never in vain. It is a tool for growth, a way through which the universe prepares us for the next phase of our journey. Consider also how these lessons can impact those around you. When we learn to overcome our pain, we become sources of inspiration and support for others facing similar challenges. The strength you have gained during your most difficult moments is not just for you, but also for those who cross your path. Your story, struggles, and victories hold the power to light the way for others, showing them that it is possible to turn pain into purpose. The Bible reminds us in Romans 5:3-4 that we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. This verse reflects the essence of learning through hardship. Every difficulty we face transforms us, strengthening our character and fueling our hope for better days. Even when we don't fully understand why certain experiences occur, we can trust that they are preparing us for something greater. As you reflect on your own struggles, ask yourself, what have you learned from them? How have these lessons shaped you? Perhaps you've discovered an inner strength that surprised you, or maybe you've learned to appreciate life's small joys more deeply. Each person will have their own answers, But what matters most is recognizing that even in the most painful situations, there is something to learn, something that draws us closer to our true selves. Be patient with yourself during this process. Learning from pain doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, introspection, and often a bit of faith. But as you allow yourself to reflect on your experiences, you'll start to see that each challenge had a specific purpose in your journey. You are not defined by the pain you've faced, but by how you chose to confront and overcome it. Remember that pain has the power to transform us in ways we never imagined. It teaches us to be stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. It helps us grow and prepares us for the blessings yet to come. As you acknowledge and embrace these lessons, you'll realize that every moment of suffering was, in fact, a disguised opportunity to become the best version of yourself. You are more prepared than ever to move forward, knowing that all pain can be transformed into purpose, and every struggle can give way to victory. Transformation is a profound process, and when it is about to happen, the universe begins to send clear signs that something is changing. These divine signs are like small reminders that you are aligned with the right path, and that everything that has happened thus far was part of a greater plan. Have you noticed the frequent appearance of repetitive numbers, like 777 or 111? These numbers are not mere coincidences. They carry symbolic messages of alignment, confirmation, and encouragement. The number 777, for example, is often associated with spiritual perfection and the arrival of a cycle of blessings, while 111 invites you to focus on your thoughts and intentions as you are co-creating your reality. In addition to these numbers, another common sign of transformation is the emergence of unexpected opportunities. Doors that were once closed begin to open in almost miraculous ways. That phone call you didn't expect, a proposal that seems to come out of nowhere, or even a solution to a problem that seemed unsolvable. These moments of synchronicity are the universe's way of saying, you're on the right path. Keep moving forward. At the same time, you might experience an inner peace that previously felt unattainable. Even amid challenging situations, you will feel more confident, as if you instinctively know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Another notable change during this period of transformation is how your relationships begin to reorganize. People who were once very close may drift away, and although this can feel painful at the moment, it is a necessary step. These connections often have already served their purpose in your life and need to make room for new relationships that are more aligned with your current purpose. Conversely, you will also start attracting people who share the same energy, vision, and values as you. They come to support your journey and help you grow in ways you might not have imagined. These changes may feel uncomfortable, but it's important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor. Jeremiah 29:11 assures us that God has plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us hope and a future. This verse reminds us that every movement, every change, is part of a larger plan that is always working for our good, even when we don't immediately understand it. This trust is essential to embrace the signs and move forward with faith and courage. Take a moment to reflect. Have you noticed these changes in your life? Perhaps the opportunities that are emerging or the sense of peace growing in your heart are signs that a major transformation is underway. Or maybe you've observed that certain relationships are naturally dissolving, making space for new connections. These moments are not random. They are carefully orchestrated to align you with your true purpose. Another important aspect of transformation is the amplification of your intuition. You may begin to feel a deeper connection to your inner voice, as if it is guiding you with greater clarity. This intuition serves as a compass, pointing you toward the paths that resonate most with your essence. Pay attention to those subtle feelings, those certainties that arise without logical explanation, as they often indicate the next step in your journey. With each sign you recognize, your trust in the process grows. You start to understand that you are being guided, and that you don't need to have all the answers now. It's enough to trust that each step is bringing you closer to your destiny. It's as if the universe is preparing the ground, clearing away what no longer serves you, and planting the seeds of a new life. As you accept these signs and align yourself with transformation, you begin to experience greater flow in your life. Challenges may arise, but they don't seem as overwhelming as before. You realize that you're more resilient, more centered, and more connected to your mission. This clarity brings a sense of freedom, as if you are finally ready to fully embrace who you are and what you are here to do in this world. The signs of transformation are a gift, a form of divine communication that reminds us we are always being guided and supported. Allow yourself to recognize these signs and move forward with courage, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. This is the moment to trust, to open yourself to the new, and to embrace the transformation happening in your life. You are exactly where you need to be, and the best is yet to come. Letting go of the past is one of the most liberating and necessary steps to move forward and live fully. Often, we carry resentments, regrets, and old stories that no longer have a place in our current lives. These emotional weights act as anchors, hindering our progress and making it difficult to see the new opportunities that arise. Detachment is an essential process that allows us to release what has already served its purpose, creating space for the new. The importance of releasing resentments and regrets cannot be overstated. When we cling to the past, we constantly relive pains and frustrations that drain our energy and cloud our vision. Resentment, for example, can become a powerful obstacle, preventing us from experiencing joy and fullness in the present. Letting go of these emotions doesn't mean ignoring or invalidating what happened, but rather consciously choosing not to let those experiences define who we are today. The process of detachment begins with the decision to let go. This decision, though simple, can be deeply challenging. Often, we cling to stories and memories because they have become part of our identity. However, the first step is recognizing that the past does not define us and that it is possible to move forward without carrying the weight of old wounds. Accepting that some situations cannot be changed is fundamental to releasing the control they have over us. A practical way to begin letting go of the past is through writing. Take time to write about the experiences that still weigh on your heart. Be honest and allow yourself to express all the emotions you feel. After writing, read what you've put on paper and then symbolically destroy or burn that page. This act can be deeply symbolic, representing your willingness to leave those stories behind and open space for something new. Another important step is the practice of forgiveness, both for yourself and others. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a choice to free yourself from the cycle of pain and resentment. By forgiving, you release not only the other person, but also yourself from the emotional prison these feelings create. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, allowing you to move forward without the chains of the past. Hebrews 12:1 reminds us to throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and run with perseverance the race marked out for us. This passage encourages us to let go of what weighs us down and prevents us from moving forward. Imagine running a marathon while carrying a backpack full of stones. It would be impossible to go far. Similarly, we need to let go of emotional burdens to walk toward our purpose with lightness and determination. Additionally, visualize what you want to attract into your life. Create a mental image of the future you want to build and focus on the positive emotions it evokes. When you are focused on what you desire, it becomes easier to let go of what no longer makes sense. The past loses its power when you are fully committed to the present and the possibilities the future offers. It's also important to surround yourself with people who support your journey of detachment. Positive and encouraging connections help strengthen your determination to move forward. Seek conversations that inspire and nourish your soul, and avoid those who insist on bringing up painful memories or perpetuating negative cycles. Take a moment to reflect. What are you still carrying that no longer serves you? What stories are you ready to let go of? By allowing yourself to release these burdens, you will create space for new experiences, people, and opportunities to enter your life. Detachment is not an act of loss, but of gain, a gain of freedom, peace, and clarity. Remember that letting go of the past is not a one-time act, but an ongoing process. Whenever old memories try to resurface, reaffirm your choice to move forward. Trust that what lies ahead is far greater and more meaningful than what was left behind. You are freeing yourself to live the life that was meant for you, and that is a powerful step in your journey of transformation. By practicing detachment, you affirm to yourself and the universe that you are ready for something greater. Do not let the past define your present or limit your future. This is the moment to let go, trust the process, and open yourself to the blessings and abundance that await you. Detachment is the key to unlocking a life of freedom and purpose. Faith is a powerful foundation, especially during difficult times. When everything around us feels uncertain and challenging, it is faith that sustains us and keeps us steady. Faith doesn't eliminate difficulties, but it gives us the strength to face them with courage and calm. Trusting in the divine process allows us to keep going, even when we cannot see the way ahead clearly. Faith is believing that, even in the darkest moments, there is a light guiding us, and that each step is part of a greater plan. In times of uncertainty, persevering is a true act of faith. How many times have you faced situations where it seemed impossible to move forward, yet you chose to keep going? It is in these moments that faith becomes tangible, strengthening our resolve and helping us overcome barriers that initially seemed insurmountable. Faith teaches us that even when we don't understand the why behind certain events, we can trust that a divine purpose is unfolding in our lives. A practical example of faith is the ability to trust the divine plan, even when our immediate expectations are not met. Imagine a door you desperately wanted to open, but that remains closed. Sometimes only later do we realize that the closed door led us to a much better path. Faith teaches us to embrace these twists with an open heart, trusting that the universe is working in our favor, even when we can't see the full picture. Proverbs 3:5-6 offers powerful guidance. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. This passage reminds us that we don't always have all the answers, but we can trust that God is guiding our steps with wisdom and love. When we surrender our worries and doubts to the divine, we find peace that transcends logic. Reflect. How many times in your life have you trusted without knowing the outcome and been pleasantly surprised? Perhaps you faced a difficult situation that, in the moment, seemed like a setback, but ultimately brought valuable lessons or opened unexpected doors. These moments are clear evidence that the divine plan is always at work, even when we don't immediately see its effects. Faith also teaches us to cultivate patience. In a society that values immediate results, waiting for the right timing can be challenging. But faith reminds us that everything happens at the exact moment it is meant to. It's not about resignation, but about active trust, continuing to do our part while believing that the best is being prepared for us. Patience nourished by faith helps us navigate uncertainties with calm and strength. Furthermore, faith helps us maintain a positive perspective in the face of challenges. Instead of focusing on the difficulties, it encourages us to look at the possibilities and lessons each situation brings. When we trust the process, we can transform even the hardest moments into opportunities for growth and transformation. Faith gives us the courage to see beyond the temporary chaos and recognize the beauty being created. Spiritual reflection is a valuable tool for strengthening our faith. Take a moment to think about the times when things seemed out of control, but everything eventually fell into place. These moments serve as reminders that the universe is always working in our favor, even when we don't see immediate results. They reinforce our confidence that we can continue moving forward with faith and hope. Faith is also a source of renewal. In moments when we feel tired or discouraged, it gives us a sense of purpose and direction. By trusting in something greater than ourselves, we find strength beyond our human limitations. This strength renews, energizes, and inspires us to keep going even when the road is difficult. Faith reminds us that we are not alone and that there is always divine support holding us up. Faith is a continuous journey. It is not a fixed state, but something we cultivate and strengthen over time. The more we choose to trust, the stronger our connection with the divine becomes, and the more we recognize the signs that we are being guided. Faith means believing that, no matter what happens, we are exactly where we need to be, and that each step is bringing us closer to our purpose. Trusting the process is an act of surrender, a declaration that we believe everything is unfolding perfectly, even when we cannot understand. This surrender is a fundamental step toward living a full and aligned life. Today, I invite you to renew your faith, trust the divine plan, and walk with the certainty that everything is happening for your good. Let this trust guide your steps and bring peace to your heart. Life works in cycles, and after each period of struggle comes the time of harvest. This is the essence of divine seasonality. Every challenge we face, every tear shed, serves a purpose, and at the right time, blessings begin to bloom. If you are coming out of a difficult phase, know that this is the moment to open yourself to the abundance that awaits you. Just like the farmer who plants patiently and harvests with joy, you are about to enjoy the fruits of your perseverance and faith. To embrace abundance, it is essential to prepare your mind and heart. Often, after long periods of struggle, we become accustomed to scarcity and difficulty, which can prevent us from recognizing blessings when they arrive. The first step is to open yourself to the new and believe that you are worthy of all the universe has to offer. By shifting your mindset and welcoming this new phase with confidence, you create space for blessings to flow freely into your life. Gratitude is a powerful tool to amplify this abundance. By giving thanks for small and large achievements, you reinforce your connection with the divine and align yourself with the energy of prosperity. A daily practice of gratitude not only attracts more blessings, but also transforms your perspective, allowing you to see the value even in challenging experiences. Begin and end each day by expressing gratitude for what you already have, and watch as a sense of fulfillment grows within you. Isaiah 62:1 says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." This verse is a call to recognize the abundance already present in your life and to walk confidently into the future. The light you carry is a reflection of the journey you've traveled and the lessons you've learned. Now is the time to let that light shine brightly, illuminating not only your path, but also the paths of those around you. As you embrace this new season, it is important to move forward with confidence and determination. This is the beginning of a new chapter, and it requires courage to leave the past behind and step forward without fear. Remember, you are no longer in survival mode. It is now time to thrive. Every step you take affirms that you are ready to live fully, aligned with your purpose, and open to the opportunities that await. Recognizing your worth is essential to this process. You have come this far because you are strong, resilient, and deserving of the blessings that are coming. Take a moment to remember everything you have overcome, the battles you've fought, and the victories you've achieved. These experiences have shaped you and prepared you for this exact moment. Declare to yourself, "I am worthy, I am capable, I am abundant." These words hold power and help solidify your faith in yourself and the path you are walking. As you conclude this journey of reflection and transformation, remember that the best is yet to come. Life is full of possibilities, and each day brings new opportunities to grow, love, and prosper. This is just the beginning of a season of abundance and joy, and you are more prepared than ever to receive it. Allow yourself to dream big, believe in the impossible, and walk with the assurance that everything is aligning in your favor. I invite you to share your reflections and experiences in the comments. What have you learned along this journey? What blessings can you already recognize in your life? Your story may inspire others who are also seeking transformation. Also, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with someone who needs to hear these words. Together, we can create a community of faith, courage, and abundance. Believe me, this is just the beginning. You are about to step into a phase of life marked by clarity, peace, and fulfillment. Keep moving forward, letting your light shine brightly, and know that each step you take brings you closer to a life full of purpose and abundance. Arise, shine, and embrace the future with confidence, for it is filled with wonderful promises and possibilities.